Okay, we're getting ready to put the oil pan on, and I did get the baffle on, and it went on quite easy. You had to play with it just a little bit to get this, in here properly, and the bolts, they were 1/2 inch screws, but it wasn't a big problem. One thing I found kind of interesting, the float. I have a float. This is a, we all know it's a 59 Pontiac. I put in a brand new cotter pin too. I went way out on that. I've been cutting corners on this thing like crazy. I don't recommend it to anybody that's doing the same job. Spend a little more money, a little more time than I am. But what I found interesting was this. Hopefully you'll be able to pause and read this. But as you can see, it's called an oil pump pickup. This doesn't float. They even recommend, the guy says put it in the ice box so you get this to shrink a little before you install it. And they even recommend possibly welding it afterwards so it can't fall out. I like my float better, but they must have had a reason for doing that. And hopefully, this will help you out. Install the oil pump. And here we're talking about installing the oil pan gasket. Let me see if there's something on the other side. And yep, we got another page. So that might help you out, I hope. Okay, this is that Rocky Rotella's rebuilding. They're showing the torques, the torque you want. And we're going to go over to my 59 book. It doesn't have nearly as many, but if you're rebuilding a 1959, I'd probably stick with what they say here and then go with the other source for the stuff they don't cover in the 59 manual. I did check the oil pan for leaks, didn't find any, so hopefully we don't find them later. And I actually was pretty happy with the oil pan gasket they gave me. I liked it. It ain't Velcro, but it worked. They came with 2 of these, and I used mine. Turned out to be the shorter one. And of course, you put some RTV stuff over in those sides. And then this here, I had to trim this a teensy bit on both sides. And we'll put some RTV in here also. And if I didn't already show you, when you lining this up, there's that shaft, that drive shaft that, runs the oil pump off of the distributor, with the camshaft. And I think I already mentioned I put in a nice new cotter pin. And I think that pretty much covers it at this point. Oh yeah, one other thing. This piece here, from what I can see, I want to install this when I put it all together. And when I say all together, I mean when I put the oil pan on, from what I'm reading, I put, the oil pan will go on, and this will go on, and then we'll screw it all down. I want to say there's 16 screws holding this oil pan on with this little, like, plate. I forget what you call it. And that's pretty much what it's going to look like in a few minutes. And once we get it all scrubbed down and painted up, it might look okay. Everybody, thanks for watching all this. Take it easy.